Now that Mephiles and Shadow had each collected their share of the Chaos Emeralds, they began to talk about the final stage of Mephiles' master plan. The dark creature began to explain how he had foreseen events that would lead to the princess's demise, but using his time-altering abilities, he'd be able to repair the damage, and at the peak of her joy, with everything holding her down taken away, Mephiles would rip away all of her happiness, breaking the seal and allowing him to join with Iblis once more. Shadow, still trying desperately to hide his disgust at these actions, agreed with the plan going forward. The two set course for Kingdom Valley, where the princess would soon meet her end. Like in the original game, the egg carrier suffered engine failures, claiming the lives of both Elise and Eggman as it crashed into the ground below. However, in this What If, since Sonic and Silver both lack Chaos Emeralds, they're unable to alter the past. As the realization that not only has Sonic failed his friend, but has doomed the world to the flames of disaster, a sorrow unlike one the Hedgehog had ever experienced sinks in, a feeling of pure and utter failure. The heroes quietly curse out this turn of events, knowing that there is nothing more they can do. That's when Shadow and Mephiles make their appearance. As you see, Silver, the Iblis trigger has truly failed this world. Sonic, Blaze, and Silver turned to Mephiles in surprise. Silver took a defensive position, but Shadow raised his hand slightly, signaling to Silver to stand down. "Who are you supposed to be?" Sonic questioned. "You gotta trust him, Sonic," Shadow replied. "The flames of disaster have already been released. At this point, he's our only chance." "Thank you, Shadow. I can restore the princess and seal the flames within her once more. Otherwise, well, you mortals better find cover soon." With little choice, the heroes allow Mephiles to do what he must. Mephiles began to open up a portal through time and space, and within moments, it closed, leaving the princess safely on the ground. She began to slowly twitch, waking up. In the distance, the flames of disaster began to disappear. The only fire being left was that left by the egg carrier. "My humble greetings, Princess of Soliana. I am Mephiles, Mephiles the Dark. I have brought you back from the brink. The flames of disaster may be trapped within you once more, but you are free. Eggman is gone. Your kingdom is safe. You have nothing left to fear. You're among friends, after all." The princess seemed confused, yet content. Sonic raised a hand to her, helping her to her feet. But as Sonic's back was turned, Mephiles began to form an energy spear in his hand. Mephiles intended to slay Sonic where he stood, the person Elise considered her closest friend. "Farewell, you foolish pincushion," Mephiles whispered under his breath as he prepared to take the shot. And as he raised his hand, "Silver, now!" Silver acted quickly, trapping Mephiles within his psychokinetic waves. The dark deity couldn't even lift a finger anymore, much less slay Sonic. Seeing his opportunity, Shadow attempts to lock Mephiles away into the Scepter of Darkness once more. However, although he was successful in locking Mephiles away, if only for a few moments, Mephiles easily escaped from the Scepter of Darkness, claiming that his power has greatly succeeded him of the past. With his initial plan falling short, Shadow is forced to resort to Plan B. Using the 7 Chaos Emeralds Mephiles lost as he was trapped within the Scepter of Darkness, he transformed into Super Shadow. With his facade finally lifted, Shadow raced towards Mephiles, hoping to end this battle quickly. Shadow charged in to strike Mephiles, but as he did, the dark creature simply caught the attack. "Foolish traitor. I absorbed your shadow. I absorbed your powers. You've simply granted more to me. And in a flash of light, Mephiles revealed himself in a new chaos-imbued form. Mephiles the Light. Hey guys, comic fan here for a sec. I just wanted to touch on this a little bit. This is more of just a plausible theory, but I do think Mephiles might have been able to tap into a super form if he wanted to, since we see multiple times throughout the game that he can manipulate the Chaos Emeralds, and he even says in his opening cutscene that when he absorbed Shadow's shadow, he got several new abilities. So, for the sake of this what if, yeah, we're going with the idea that Mephiles could harness a super form if he wanted to. It just he never really had an opportunity to, because the only time he had all the 7 emeralds, he was on the verge of becoming Solaris once more. So, why have a mere super form when you can become a god? A power struggle broke out between Super Shadow and Mephiles the Light. Shadow firing a barrage of chaos lances at the dark creature, with Mephiles countering them with his own supercharged time manipulation techniques. Slowly but surely, Mephiles the Light seems to be winning this battle. As to turn the events into his favor, Shadow quickly lands next to Sonic and Silver, granting them their own super forms. As Blaze was the only one here who can't truly tap into the full power of the Chaos Emeralds, Blaze quickly gets Elise out of the battle zone, since if she goes, it's all over. Despite Mephiles' immense power, against 3 separate super forms, he quickly is becoming overwhelmed. Even Solaris couldn't defeat them all together. So, simply put, a superpowered Mephiles, as tough as he is, doesn't stand a chance. Seeing his inevitable defeat, Mephiles attempts to escape through time. Shadow catches wind of this, racing towards the dark creature with his own chaos-imbued abilities. Chaos Control! As the two opposing forces controlling time and space clash, an exception is made. The two opponents, shadows of one another, appear where it all began, 10 years ago in a Soliana laboratory, where the flame of hope is suspended for all to see. The flame that they both know will one day become Solaris, become Iblis, become Mephiles. Mephiles charges towards the flame of hope, the purest source of his power, but Shadow kicks the weakened deity aside, picking up the candle for himself. Shadow prepares to extinguish the flame. All it would take is a single squeeze of the stem. Feeling his very existence dangling by a thread, Mephiles tries to reason with Shadow. Do you honestly believe those humans will still spare you if I don't exist? They'll find another reason, even if they don't remember what will become of the future. They will turn against you. Your friends will turn against you. And those foolish enough to stand by you will be executed for it. Shadow looks at Mephiles. I thought it had happened before. It'll happen again, Shadow. You'll bring death to all who follow you. It is your destiny. Shadow looks back at the candle. I determine my own destiny. And with that, Shadow snuffs out the flame, bringing an end to all of this. And with that, the timeline is reset. Solaris never came to be, and the future is undetermined. But no matter what may come his way, Shadow will refuse to turn against his principles, and will trust those closest to him, as they trusted him in another time. And with that, that's where we're leaving this what if. Now, who knows, maybe we'll come back to it. I mean, I'm sure I could do something with Sonic Generations, but I kind of feel like this is a good place to end this what if. Is it as satisfying of a narrative as the original story? I don't know. But I think I made something kind of fun with this one. So, major shout out to Lucas MZ123. Sorry if I really butchered that username. But seriously, thanks. I had a lot of fun with this What If. Anyway, I've been ComFan13. I've been your host for Sonic Multiverse, and have a good day.